Good evening. Welcome. It's always a bit of a worry because I had the stream going, but just on the starting soon screen, and I was getting ready and I was like, oh, I haven't actually looked at myself properly. Maybe I look crazy hideous, but it's all right tonight. It's fine. I just quickly have to find something. So tonight, I've been playing this game on the Switch called Sky, Children of the Light, and it is like absolutely stunning. Like it's really simple graphics. These are some screenshots from it. Really simple, low poly models and things, but just really made beautifully. Really atmospheric, and that's the sort of hero photo. So I wanted to do some fan art from it. I actually did one a little while ago, which I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, I haven't done a lot of the bright sort of landscapes. Like skies, it's just amazing the way they each level sort of has its own color and feel to it. So you know these forest areas are very sort of blue and moody and misty, but then there's this starlight valley thing that's really purple. There's even some really red ones. But yeah, tonight I really would like to do something a bit brighter because I've done a lot of moody landscapes, but I'd like to just capture a bit of brightness, have a bit of fun with it, add my own flavor to it, and hopefully learn a little bit as well as I go, because some of you might know that I'm starting to work on my own graphic novel, and I've been working on some of the concept art for that. So yeah, I just want to learn about, particularly about landscapes and environments, and world building kind of stuff, which I think this game does amazingly. Like, I don't know, I'll talk about it as I go through, but just like, the style of temples, the fact that there's sort of like ruins, so there's sort of suggestion of some other race that's come before. Yeah, it's all just amazing. But sorry, I'm talking a lot, but I'll get there. I just need to get it all out. So there's a part in this game which is a bit of an Easter egg, and you need, firstly, to get to that area, you need 8 other players to activate this thing so that you can get to that area. And then there's this little Easter egg bit that you need 7 players to all do the same action, and it makes this little dog appear that there's no other dogs in the game. There's just this one dog jumps out and you can ride him around and stuff, which I'll show you here. That's him. And he's actually based on a real life dog who I believe is the one of the developers' dogs. I'm just getting a photo up because it's a really cute dog. And so for my fan art, I want to so the dog's name's Oreo, and there's another photo here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. So I want to, make up this that is that has like a temple or an altar for Oreo. So my previous fan art, I did this with like this cat altar because I've got this obsession with giant things, giant creatures and stuff. Yeah, so I thought I'd do an Oreo altar. I'm not sure if I want to do a portrait or landscape. Hi Linda, how you going? You came just at the right time. I've just finished my long-winded talking. I just tend to want to do things vertical these days. I'll do it vertical. Let's do it vertical. Where's my glove? So, yes, we've got all my inspiration here. If you want to know anything about the game or about me, just ask. Okay, so to start with, I don't know, I'm just going to try and sort of feel something out, which I actually did the other day with another artwork, and I feel it worked really well. I'm not quite sure where I want to draw my main inspiration from. Maybe this kind of one. Yeah, I think that feels good. Start with maybe a green background. Don't really use green much. Or if I do, it's like neon green. I'm going to put it a bit towards the aqua because I love that. It's just my thing. You know what? Actually, I'm going to do a blue. I'm going to do blue so it feels. So then I can draw the. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know. Okay, that brush is the wrong way around. Cool. So I'm just gonna, I don't know, make some shapes. One of my favorite artists who I've spoken about many, many times, named Angry Miko. He does this kind of stuff. Like he just starts and is like seeming to just be putting blobs around, and then he just figures something out. So I feel like surely I can do that too. And it's an interesting way to work on something as well, because it's kind of like sort of like what do they call it? Writing, automatic writing. Is that what it's called? Where you just not really thinking about it. It's sort of like subconscious, just. I think that one's got like a floating, there's like this temple in the clouds up there, but there's also these areas where there's these floating islands, which I quite like. I wouldn't mind getting some of that in. And this is the area, so that little ring of Oreo's so cute. That little ring of candles there is where you've got to do this little pose with 7 other people who are playing. And that's actually a gravestone there. So the game's based around spirits and stuff, helping spirits with their memories and things. And Oreo pops out of that grave. And then you can ride him. So, but what was I saying? Oh, I think I want to do floating sort of island thing. Where taking way too many screenshots of this game. I'm sure I literally just took one before. It doesn't matter. Anyway, that's the sort of floating island thing I mean, so maybe each human character has a spirit animal and they acquire that look. Yeah, that would be cool. Reminds me a bit of His Dark Materials, where they have their demons. Don't know if you've seen that. But it's really cool, you should see it. I think I want this to be sort of like how that one goes there, but it sort of curved sort of thing. Do I? Is that what I want? So because it's an Easter egg, but the community of people that play online, that play Sky, will know Oreo. So I think they'll really get a kick out of this artwork if I can pull it off. I like that gate there too. I think a really cool thing about getting inspiration from games is it's like a simplified version of, well, this one in particular is like a simplified version of things. You know, so they've already kind of got they've thought about how things work, and especially with 3D, like 3D design and stuff. It's for the most part it's based on reality. So it's trying to simulate what real things do, like the way light really hits sort of objects and stuff. So it's kind of a good way to see things, just simplified. So then you can sort of, I don't know, develop your own vibe to it. I love these kind of buried stairs as well. Things kind of look like they're, it just gives it a history really quickly. Let's find Oreo. Oh, he's so cute. I think I'll do that more clouds. Hey JC. Even Oreo, like, he's really simplified, which is what you want for drawing characters and stuff. So I think it's just, yeah, it's really cool. Also, the way this little tail. The way I like to think about lighting and stuff is really based on how you think about light, or how a 3D program thinks about light. I don't know if that makes any sense. Not sure if I've got my brightness too low on my computer or too bright on my iPad. Yeah, it's too low on my computer. So I'm just going to try and get Oreo's shapes and colours and stuff happening a good way, and then I'll attempt to turn him into a stone temple. Look at his little tongue. This looks like a child's drawing. Maybe a child at heart. I was thinking he'd be sitting. There's one of the characters riding in. I think his head needs to be bigger and his face needs to be smaller. So I'm just going to smush it around. Not moving down a bit too, it actually feels a bit high in the frame. Actually, I'm just going to move the whole thing down a bit. And I might also, oops. It's a good chance to think about leading lines. And, oops, I did that the wrong way. And, you know, having things leading your eye. Like I've already got the, this kind of sweep of the walkway up to the, I don't know what you call it, launch off site. In fact, I might grab that and put it on a layer, separate layer. So I'm thinking it's like it's going to be a little yeah, sort of launch, because obviously in Sky, I don't know, I didn't mention this, but your character can fly, and you just sort of you fly around a lot. So this sort of kind of makes sense in that world. They have those kind of launch off sites where obviously you can fly from one thing to the other. I think I also want to think about the perspective. And how I could maybe make it a bit more dynamic. I think for starters, I'd sort of make this more like we're looking up at it. Fix that later. Also, I don't know what that one on the left is doing or what it's for, so at the moment it's just filling space. Not really a fan of this brown that's coming through. See, this sort of has all these floating cones and layers and things. I like that stuff. I might actually add some perspective lines. Might help. Yeah, so if I think about the horizon almost in the center. Yeah, I think that's helpful because then I can think about these as almost square shapes. Yeah, that's really helpful actually. So, how's everybody going? What's news? Talk to me. I'm lonely. No? That's fine. Don't need to look too cat-like. Ah, so back to the office, school. These perspective lines are really helping me actually. Can recommend. Where's it? The photo of me? I'm so glad my work is perpetually from home now. I'm sure you'll do great. I'm sure you'll be fine. That's not the right spot. I feel like I still made his nose too big. I need his snout to come. See, I've sort of got that scooped in. I just messed it up completely. No, I think it's alright. Hey, Dilla. Hey. How's it going? You good? I think his ears are too far forward. He needs more of a forehead. Yeah. Now he looks like he's got bangs. Oh, that's alright. I'm just trying to get the shape properly. Oh, Penny's already growling at it. It's alright, Penny. It's not gonna hurt you or your dad. That's good though, because it's supposed to look like a dog. Aww. No worries, Mum. So a little recap for those who have just joined. Tonight I'm doing fan art of this game I've been playing called Sky. It's really pretty, and there's this Easter egg where where this little dog appears called Oreo, and in the game you can ride him around. Yeah, of course. I'll send you my friend number. And Oreo is based on a real dog. It's this little guy. He's one of the developers' pets, I assume. They didn't actually say. They don't actually say in there the details. They tweeted about it and just said that Oreo was based on a dog. So what I am doing on a real dog. So what I'm doing is I'm making sort of my own made-up area where there's a temple for Oreo, which I think A is really cute, and B, the fans will really love it, I think. I think I've got the shape of Oreo happening quite well. Oops. I just want to I don't know, I want to work out the rest of it. I sort of just started by adding blobs everywhere, and then I used the perspective grid to kind of lock things in. Might get rid of that, just smudge it out of the way. I think I want sort of lines leading to Oreo. Maybe I could make some wispy clouds, even though there's not a lot of wispy clouds in the game. I was also saying earlier, I love the game's sort of sense of world building. In that it just feels like it has so much, history to this stuff. The way they make the temples, and like that's a giant sword there in that thing. So it's like, was there giants before? In the before 4 time? Yeah, and I love these kind of temples and ruins and things, and these little urns in the ground. Maybe I'll put some of them in. Here's a good photo of them. There's also like ruins of boats. Like maybe they flew in the boats at one time. See, there's some urns in the ground. Actually, what I think I'll do is I'll use yeah, I'll use the clouds similar to that. So they're kind of leading you to Oreo. Maybe even framing it. Oh, what I should do is use these perspective lines to... Yes, actually I'll do that. Yeah, so I'll think about the clouds more as blocks first off. And then maybe sculpt them out. Yeah, I think that'll be helpful. Maybe this should be... Does that make sense what I'm saying? Might look weird. And I can't really see the lines there. I'm just going to go over that for the time being. It's kind of a cool way of doing things, Stephen. Well done. So yeah, this is cool. It's a good idea. Oh. Thanks, JC. Yeah, I'm liking. I think I'm liking this. Because then I could have sort of like a cloud like that. That one's a bit curved. Like that's almost a different set of clouds up higher or something. Yes, and then actually yeah, cool. So to think about what I was doing then. Actually want this on a separate layer. Cool, we can send hearts to each other. And collect candles. Honestly, I don't know if you'll like it. Like, I'm not sure that it. I haven't. A lot of my friends. It's totally fine, and if you're in the room right now, I don't care. But a lot of my friends haven't really gotten into it as much as I have. There's nothing wrong with that. We're all built differently. I'm not naming any names. What am I doing? Oh, this should be more like, yeah. Just felt like I was drawing hair or something for a second. I was like, why does this cloud feel hairy? I think an important thing I've found with clouds is to not shade them too heavily, and actually use your sort of the color of your atmosphere as the shadows, rather than trying to use dark greys or blacks or something. Yeah, they're pretty rough though, but you get what I'm saying. Are they a bit too obvious now? Too kind of, oh, we're leading you to look at this thing. Like it's too contrived. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? No, that's fine. I thought some green might work behind him, but it doesn't. It does make it a bit yellowy, that's good. Yeah, I'm going to turn off the perspective lines now. Maybe there's some other little islands floating around. Sky Islands? Skylands? Is that silly? I think that looks too symmetrical, at least. Oh, did I just do those on the background? Alright, let's undo those. Alright. I think I'll ditch that for now. That's looking a bit funny. We're all very quiet tonight. Is it something I did? You just not vibing. I suppose this doesn't really lend itself to getting input. I knew it. Nobody likes me. That's what I thought. Alright, I'm going to attempt to try to make Oreo look a bit more temple-like. There's the game, I wish I could talk about I wish I could talk about the symbolism of the game, but I feel like that's a bit of a spoiler and it's something that you should experience for yourself. Maybe. But I really want to talk about it, but I don't want to spoil it. So I just want to look at some of their temples and things. I think that's a nice one. But there was one. Where's it gone? Like here, this one. Yeah, I should make it more grey. I love that. I love those sort of stones and things. Maybe I'll try and do something like that. It's sort of layered. And all the different I don't know, they're sort of organic but odd angles. Things, I love that. It's really one of those games that you could easily just, oh, thank you. You could easily just, you know, fly past all this stuff and not realize how much detail there is and how much work has gone into it. Because it is quite a simple game in its design, but it's just got so much thought behind it. Maybe that should go at the back here. Just sort of putting in shapes so I can think about the rock shapes. Sorry, the stones that make him up. If that made any sense at all. I think maybe his tail's too high. Oops, good one. Oh, that's helpful. Yeah, that's better. Oops, too bright. The other thing about games and using them as inspiration is that that model there, it's probably only half actually like simulating shadows. In fact, it's probably hardly any of it simulating shadows, and it's actually painted those shades, and the light is actually painted onto the model. Which often in a game will give it much more stylized aesthetic when they do that. But also I think makes it cool, like as inspiration. It's really cool, really interesting. And this is an example of how I like to think about shading, is that I'm trying not to think too much about the shadows right now. I'm just thinking about the light and how that is hitting the objects. I hope that makes sense, because I'm sort of thinking of the light sort of coming this way, because I'd like to have maybe some sort of rays on him or something. Though I would like a bit of backlight as well, of course. But you know, I'm just thinking about how the light is affecting these shapes. It's getting a bit too... I hope I made sense just then in what I was saying. Do his little tongue. Tongue rock. Stone, I should say. Hi, Glenn. How's it going? His nose is looking a bit too regular. I think I need something to break it up a bit. I don't know what that is. That's fine. Maybe these can be big stones like these ones down here. I wanted these to be a bit darker, but probably a bit coming a bit too blue now. Because I want to make sure I get some of his colouring right. Okay, I'm thinking this is going to take a long time now. I've given myself a big task. Maybe I should think of it more like the lines between these rocks, stones I should say. I think that's going to be easier to manage. Oh, that's nice. Not the pure pure, the better seeing you comment. They're kind of looking all a bit the same, but I'll keep going and then maybe I can just take some pieces out or merge some together. Yeah, okay. Those two, one big one. That's yeah, sure. And these bits too regular. Maybe I'll make that one block as well. Cool, 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 cool. This is getting there. It's taking shape. Oops, too big. It's too blue. Getting there. I think I just need the top to look better. Don't we all? Yeah, it's probably too. It looks too different from the bottom half. I think the colour's probably a bit too dark or something. Like I want them to look like different coloured stones, but it looks like there's 3 different coloured stones, but actually one, like there's 2 different coloured stones. Does that make any sense? Maybe I'll just, oops, do this then. So I'm just selecting this stuff, so it looks like I'm painting it green, but I'm not. I'm just just selecting all the bits that don't look the colour that I want them to be. And then I can adjust them. That's better. Those dark bits are just probably a bit wrong. That's easy to fix. Just paint over it some more. Right. You sure are correct, Stephen. Thank you for your affirmation. I really didn't want this to take this long. I'm sorry. I might have to stop soon because I've gone over budget. Over time budget. See, now I could do some cute dark eyes, which I think would be better. What does everyone think so far, though? Going well? Any questions? Comments? Don't really like that. It's a bit cliched, isn't it? Oreo looks dry. Maybe he needs to be dunked in some milk, is that what you're saying? Yeah, he needs to be dunked in some milk. Or maybe he's got some water features. No, I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, I don't want him to be crying or anything. I don't want like water coming out his eyes or even out his ears feels weird as well. It's where he's worshipped. So I am just going to think about some of the shadows for a second. So that's his tongue and chin kind of thing. Shadow. I think it's coming along. I feel like I've just neglected everything else though. Now there's nothing. And it feels kind of I don't know, something dark side. Um, I think I'm gonna stop now. I think this is one of those times where I need to just walk away. If anybody gets that reference. Thanks for watching. I'll post this at some stage later, maybe, or maybe later on in the week. So keep a lookout for it. Should I do a playback anyway, even though it's not finished? Why not? They're fun, aren't they? I'll also show you my latest artwork after this. So yeah, I started with just like blobs, which is different for me. Usually I sketch out things, as in like outlines. But I decided to, yeah, just blob it out. I just added the perspective lines here. That's why he's starting to look better, because I was following the perspective, which really helped. And I don't do that enough, to be honest. Use the perspective grid. And here, I think this was a good idea too. I used the perspective grid to block out literally the clouds. Something I did find kind of weird was turning blocks into spheres. It seems like such a simple thing, but I mean, I feel like it is if you've got it in your hand, like you just, you sort of squish it. But actually the shading all changes. If that makes any sense. I think too, at the moment, as it stands, Oreo is a bit too contrasty. Like he's got too much he's got a lot of detail, but I think I just need to, I think that's the end. Yep. I need to wash it out a little bit with the atmospheric color, which is blue in this case. So that'll sort of push him back and make him feel like he's bigger and further away, or he's further away, so he is bigger. If that makes sense. I'll quickly do that just to show you what it looks like. Merge these two. So I'm just doing a layer over the top of sort of the sky color. And see if it's, see, sort of washed out. So that's like clear, but then when he's washed out, he feels further back. It's cool, isn't it? That's I'm sure that's got a name. Yeah, it's definitely got a name in 3D and I can't remember it right now. But it's like fog, essentially. It's like atmospheric fog. Which is why, you know, when you look at a landscape or you look at mountains in the distance, they'll start to get a bluey, mauvey tinge, and they'll just they'll become, when they're really far away, they'll just become a one color kind of shape. They won't have any detail. So that's a trick. So if you want things to look further away, you give them this kind of wash that is whatever your atmospheric color is. So if the scene's obviously in real life, like outside, it would mostly be this sort of bluey, mauvey color, but if you're doing something more interesting, it could be any color. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you very soon. Oh, actually, quickly, I'll just show you my cool new artwork that I've been working on. I'm really proud of it. It's going to be flipped. Sorry, but that's it, essentially. So the one on the left is the right way around. But yeah, I'm sort of I'm experimenting with doing some of my generative. This is my generative art. I sort of had this silhouette, and yeah, I'm experimenting with painting on top of it. So yeah, all real paint, original, one-off, and I'm excited to do more of that stuff as well. So keep a lookout. All right, have a good night. I'll see you soon. Balloons.